What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and today I just wanted to read some mean comments for you guys. You know, when you make a video that's critical of Saitama or any token really, you have a bunch of fan boys and gals like to run to the comment section and leave some very interesting comments. So I thought I'd make a compilation for you guys to just read through them, criticize them and whatnot, because I think it's very entertaining. I actually love reading these comments because it shows you how delusional some of these people are. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump into this and let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like these kinds of videos, I can definitely make more in the future. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's jump into it. Rodney not using his big brain. Hope he knows that he could be sued for defamation of character. Russ is all about business. And if he deters the business, well, you know what could happen next. Hope all the slander towards Russ and Saitama is worth it. Obviously, this person's not using their big brain. No one's going to get sued for defamation of character or slander, especially when the video was very level-headed and gave valid criticisms. Now, in the bottom below, I want you guys to know that WhatsApp thing is not me. That's a scam. So be careful for those. They're all over my video, but I can't really stop them. Thank you so much, Sandstorm, for defending me in the comments here, but you can't really argue with some of these people. Now, I can't really take this person seriously off the get-go because they have a picture of Lily Finance as their avatar. So obviously they're already compromised. Out of everything said in that AMA, this is what you choose to focus on? Please, for the love of logic, sell out of your Saitama position and take care of your mental health. Laughy face. I mean, you're the delusional one here. Why? You should take care of your mental health, right? Really? And no, I'm not selling out of my Saitama position because you want all my reflections, don't you? You influencers are a chip. You guys take the negative, the positive, and the decent AMAs. You rip the AMAs apart by psychoanalyzing every word they speak. Can't just let the BS ride or die. I mean, that's kind of our job, right? We have to analyze these sorts of things. I mean, instead of sitting there and just being happy, getting served a plate of BS all the time, I think you guys should really start to think critically of what people are saying, right? He never said that. We watched the AMA before spreading FUD. I don't know what this guy means because I literally watched the AMA. I reacted to video from the AMA, so I'm not sure what this guy is actually talking about. Yesterday's AMA was one of the best by far. In my opinion, you should be focusing in the brilliant questions and answers that we got from it. Please think before in the way you represent your views to your followers, as could create a bit of FUD. I mean, I didn't see it as brilliant. I saw it just as another run-of-the-mill AMA that they're just kind of doing to keep people kind of motivated for Saitama, right? I mean, it wasn't anything new. The only thing we learned new is that they're pursuing legal actions against CoinMarketCap, which we already knew, and that they're telling all the big exchanges to F off. We need exchanges. We need the volume, guys. We need the volume for Saitama. Who cares? Russ is just making a statement. YouTubers swear you know everything. I do know everything. Your opinion, but let's be smart. These major exchanges are not going to listen to these remarks and decide not to list Saitama. You think they give an F about that? They want their money. You guys, people in power are petty. They're petty. Yes, maybe they're not on YouTube watching all these AMAs, but maybe this gets back to them, you know? Saitama is just another one of many community tokens that wants to get on these exchanges. Now, Russ said that he wants to get on these exchanges, but they kind of left Russ on red. So keep that in mind. You know, people are petty. 1. Don't worry about exchanges. Soon they will be begging Saitama to be listed. 2. Stop making FUD videos. You ain't helping anyone. 3. Do 1 and 2. Oh my God, that's so funny. No one's going to be begging to have Saitama on them. There's other tokens that are bigger than Saitama and that are not listed on exchanges. Saitama is just a blip on the radar to them. Coinbase, Binance, etc. don't cater for the people. Saitama and Saitama is actually here to make it easier for us to invest and cheaper. Of course, the Saitama token will get a fight. Saitama is handling its community wealth. Gas fees are every investor's biggest problem. Saitama solves that. Saitama will hurt Binance and other exchanges' pockets. Another mindless drone not really thinking for themselves. Yes, it's going to be better than buying on Uniswap, right? But as for Coinbase and Binance, their fees are significantly cheaper than buying a token on Uniswap, right? You're not going to pay hundreds of dollars for a swap. That's just not going to happen. Maybe tens of dollars, but yeah, you're not going to pay hundreds of dollars. So this person just doesn't know what they're talking about. Will Saitama be revolutionary? We're going to have to see, right? Is it going to be better than Coinbase and Binance? I highly doubt it, but hey, we'll see. The question of the day, are you getting paid to constantly put out negative videos about Saitama while trying to mask it as being critical? Second question, how much are they paying you to constantly hate? And the reply says, I thought so too. Then we actually have a good comment that says, nah, I think it's people getting paid to constantly put out positive videos when this has turned into a shit show. Anyone who points out facts is being paid to spread FUD. They should be more worried about all the positive fake news they spin. Now, this one's like one of the worst. It says, I don't blame Russ. Imagine fighting for your country in the military when you come home to find out that the very people you protected are trying to sabotage your company. He could have handled it better, but it's truly corrupt what Binance, CMC, and Certic is doing. Speaking as a retired vet. Dude, I'm a veteran and I have a lot of friends on the channel who are veterans, and it's like, don't use that as an excuse. He's not handling this well. Don't bring the vet thing into it. It's like so many vets deal with real problems, right? So I know you're speaking as a retired vet, but don't use that excuse. And then some person says, imagine having sideburns like Russ. You guys are crazy. I watched the AMA and thought it was awesome. I understand Saitama is small and can't compare to Binance, KuCoin, CMC, etc. But someone had to say it. These top exchanges have been taking advantage of everyone. Change is good, and finding problems in the market and solving it will make you rich. Saitama will break all-time highs over and over again. And a response is 100%. Can't get nowhere in business being a wimp. You got to be a boss. And Connor Saitama says, we'll be back up there in no time. Now, I personally think apps like Coinbase are pretty easy and user-friendly, right? Yeah, they don't have all the tokens and coins on them, but Saitamask is not going to have all the tokens and coins on them. As a matter of fact, we're only going to get small community tokens on Saitamask. We're not going to get the big names just yet, right? Or probably anytime soon. So, the fees can be a little high on some of those platforms, but there are going to need to be fees for Saitamask too. So we'll see. Can they really solve this problem? We're just going to have to wait and see. Rodney, gotta give it to you, man. You are a genius marketer when it comes to YouTube engagement. Thank you. You wouldn't get a fraction of views or comments on your videos if you weren't trash talking Saitama every chance you got. You are the king of trolls. Ha. What project will you turn your back on next for a couple of views? Actually, you're wrong. If I made videos about praising Saitama all day, right? If I sat there and just created an echo chamber for Saitama lovers all around, right? I would get way more views. But instead, I choose to be critical of my investment. And at the end of the day, people say I'm fudding my bag and whatnot. If a product is good, doesn't matter what one YouTuber is saying, especially when I'm being level-headed and critical, right? Level-headed, right? That's the point, level-headed. A lot of these comments are not level-headed, as you can tell. So some more comments from this thread. It says, all Russell is saying is that people are going to want to use Saitamask over exchanges to buy and sell Saitama. I think likely because of the staking opportunities. I don't think being confident of that is that bad, honestly. I am grateful that he is not pandering to the exchanges like the thousands of desperate products out there that are essentially stable coins or dead at this point. Now, you guys have to understand that they submitted the applications for these exchanges. These exchanges have not gotten back to them. So understand that it's not Saitama choosing not to be on these exchanges. It's these exchanges not wanting Saitama on them, right? And as for staking opportunities, guys, a lot of people just get into cryptocurrency with just Saitama. There are so many other tokens out there that you can stake and earn a ridiculous amount of APY. I'm talking about thousands of percent, 5,000, 80,000% APY. Saitama staking is not special. Clearly, you have selective listening and are not understanding the full picture as to why he did what he did with the exchanges. He can't force them to list it. Furthermore, he is trying to protect the reflections as well. All those exchanges want a piece of your reflections and then some. They also want Saitama to front the liquidity. Russ said no. They have to go and get the supply like everyone else. Why would Saitama provide them tokens and have them take or keep the reflections and charge a fee? He is protecting the holders with Saitama creating their own blockchain, wallet, and ecosystem. They becoming a direct competition to the exchanges. Isn't Saitama on Bitmart, which doesn't offer reflections? And didn't they front the liquidity and give tokens to other exchanges? And a lot of tokens have created their own blockchain. It didn't really work out for them. So as for them becoming direct competitors, they could be on a big scale. Probably not, but we'll have to see. People trying to be selfish by selling on every small jump are actually self-harming. Imagine how many zeros we'd all have if no one sold for 3 whole months. We need to be mutually smarter and therefore all able to ultimately sell as millionaires down the line, plus some thinking can work. This is kind of dumb because if you guys know anything about stocks or crypto or anything like that, you would know that no one's all going to be millionaires at once. As soon as someone sells, which people are always going to sell because they want to take a profit. As soon as someone sells, it's going to take the rest of that liquidity or money away from everyone else. So this is kind of a utopian thought, actually impossible. Why do you only play half of the clip on your channel? He was saying the customers would leave because of coins that give reflections. You left out the biggest part. Why did you? Guys, reflections, I mean, they matter a little bit, but they're not price action is the biggest wealth builder in this, right? Reflections are not going to mean anything if the price is always constantly going down. Keep that in mind, guys. All these people with a lot of money always tell poor people about reflections, right? Don't forget about your reflections. Yo, the price is cut down in half. Have fun with your reflections, guys. Come on. Have a brain. It's strange how people are quick to jump ship or think about jumping ship because of an influencer. Some people don't make up their own mind and are easily influenced by someone's video. Russ believes in his product. The late Steve Jobs didn't take any shit and was looking to take over the tech industry. Amazon's Bezos is arrogant and taking over the world. There's a different mindset when you are trying to be the best. They feel you either get on board or get left behind. Time will tell where Saitama is headed, but I'm diamond handling all the way through no matter what type of comment or who they come from. The comment down below answers this best. He says, how can you compare a genius like Jobs or a brilliant businessman like Bezos with a snake oil salesman? Russ is a little more than a WWE announcer who continuously plays the victim card. He comes across as weak. That's why no serious investor believes in him. Now, I'm not saying that I share the same sentiment as Mr. Chris who left that comment, right? But I think it's kind of crazy to compare Russ to Bezos or, Steve Jobs or anything like that. I mean, I had somebody compare him to Elon Musk the other day. It's just different, guys. It's just different. It's not the same. You are bull of crap. Don't talk about Saitama if you're not a real investor. Just pick a side. Yeah, having that pick a side mentality will definitely leave you broke, man. It definitely will. So just be careful. Rod, are you out of your mind? You take the liberties to speak your mind, and when Russ doesn't, you criticize? Russ is keeping it really, just like yourself. Start up your own LLC and show them how it's done. I don't think people really understand the concept of being an LLC. It doesn't really protect people. It protects the business more than anything. So anyone can really go start up an LLC and show them how it's done. So you're just ridiculous. And this person on the bottom, the Saitama Wolf guy, is just grateful that Saitama is going to offer APY and staking. Guys, there's a lot of other platforms, like I mentioned earlier in the video, that offer ridiculous APY if you stake their tokens. This is not new. Saitama, it's not new. Yes, it's better than leaving it in a traditional bank, but staking works best when the price goes up over time, along with the APY. So keep that in mind, guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Did you like that? I could definitely do more in the future. There's definitely way more brutal comments. So if you want me to put the real mean ones, let me know. And yeah, again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.